We have 80 questions to play. So let's get started with toss-up 1. Given a rectangle with coordinates 0, 0, 5, 0, 0, 6, and 5, 6, what is the perimeter of that rectangle in Bondurant of Varshith?
22.
That is correct. Here's your bonus 2. To ensure passage across this place, ancient Greeks buried their dead with a coin under their tongue. Karen ferries people across what river of the underworld?
Styx.
Styx, right?
Yeah.
Final answer, Styx.
That's correct. Toss-up 3. First and last name required. Though his father wanted him to be a minister, this founding father became a lawyer instead. He and his cousin, South Laurel, will.
John Adams.
That is correct. Here's your bonus 4. What is the degree of the adjective in the following sentence? Of all my dogs, Gunner is the smartest.
I designate Nikki.
Final answer, superlative.
That's correct. Toss-up 5. Its name comes from the fact that it lays on top of another similarly named layer of the skin. What is this term for the outer layer of skin in South Laurel Cache?
Epidermis.
That's correct. Here's your bonus 6. How many square meters are in 2 square kilometers? Answer, please.
2 million.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. I'm sorry, here is the toss-up 7. They are contrasted with vector quantities. Examples include South Laurel Jamie.
Scalar.
That's correct. Here's your bonus 8. First and last name, please. This woman collected her best-known poems in Sonnets from the Portuguese. Her husband, also a poet, wrote My Last Duchess and The Ring in the Book. Identify the poet of the sonnet beginning, How do I love thee? Let me count the ways.
I designate Nikki.
Final answer, Elizabeth Browning.
That is correct. Toss-up 9. This style of music is an offshoot of samba that developed in the late 1950s. It is commonly South Laurel Jamie.
Mambo.
Please repeat.
Mambo.
Incorrect. I will continue. It is commonly performed on a classical guitar and with finger plucking rather than a pick. What Brazilian music is known for its namesake beat and dance? Bondurant, Holland.
Bossa Nova.
That's correct. Here's your bonus 10. This was the central institution of feudal society in the Middle Ages. It provided a vassal's source of income. What was often a piece of land that the vassal held from his lord in exchange for services?
Manor.
Manor.
Yeah.
I designate Rudy.
Final answer, Manor.
Incorrect. South Laurel 10.
Final answer, Fief.
That's correct. Toss-up 11. How many ways can 6 charms on a bracelet without a clasp be a Bondurant, Mahmood?
60.
That's correct. Here's your bonus 12. Unlike convection, this process can occur in solids as well as liquids and gases. Eventually, it can lead to thermal equilibrium. What is this transfer of heat through direct contact?
Conduction, right?
Conduction. Yeah.
Final answer, conduction.
That's correct. Toss-up 13. This Spanish artist is often considered one of the last Old Master artists. He was the first artist to use aqua tint as a printmaking method, doing so for his Los Caprichos prints. What's Bondurant, Holland?
Rivera.
Incorrect. I will continue. What Spanish romantic artist created The Sleep of Reason Produces Monsters? That's time. The answer is Goya. Toss-up 14. Specific name required. This event, named for a structure positioned over the Mississippi Canyon 252 in the continental shelf, killed 11 workers and injured 17 more when natural gas caught fire. Identify this 2010 disaster that released between 134 and 206 million Bondurant, Ridhi.
BP oil leak.
Incorrect. I will continue. Identify this 2010 disaster that released between 134 and 206 million gallons of oil in the Gulf of Mexico. South Laurel, Jamie.
Love spill.
Incorrect. The answer is Deepwater Horizon oil spill. Toss-up 15. This verse novel, a finalist for the National Book Award, has a narrator with a Nigerian father and an African-American mother. That character, Ada, spends her first few weeks at college, Bondurant, Holland.
Everybody Looking.
That's correct. Here's your bonus, 16. If a square pyramid has a height of 8 inches and the side of a base, and a side of the base of the pyramid measures 6 inches, what is the volume in cubic inches of the pyramid?
96.
96. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Final answer 96.
That's correct. Toss up, 17. This ancient city controlled commercial traffic between the Aegean and Ionian seas. After South Laurel will.
Athens.
Incorrect. I will continue. After destroying it in 146 BC, the Romans rebuilt it as a Roman colony a century later. Name this Greek city that received 2 letters from Paul, the Christian missionary. Mahmood.
Babylon.
Incorrect. The answer is Corinth. Corinth. All right. Timeout, and that is a timeout, South Laurel. I think.
That's correct. South Laurel. That was a South Laurel.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Whoa, Bondurant. That's fast, right? You guys are doing great. I love it. Keep going. Keep going.
All right, that's the end of the timeout period, and we will continue with toss-up 18. This biome is treeless and is characterized by permafrost. It comes in Bondurant, Mahmood.
Tundra.
That's correct. Here's your bonus, 19. This semi-autobiographical graphic novel makes the title character resemble a rabbit. That character, Cece, adopts the title superhero persona when her large hearing aid makes her self-conscious. Identify this Newbery Honor Book by Cece Bell.
El Defo.
I designate Holland.
Final answer, El Defo.
That's correct. Toss-up, 20. This religion's last Tirthankara was Mahavira. What Indian religion? South Laurel, Nikki.
Jainism.
That's correct. Here's your bonus, 21. Born Belcalis Marlenis Almanzar, this rapper became an internet celebrity on Instagram and Vine. This artist's first album, Invasion of Privacy, debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and generated the singles Bodak Yellow and I Like It. Whose 2021 single Up debuted at #2 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 chart?
I designate Jamie.
Final answer, Cardi B.
That's correct. Toss-up, 22. At the point where this part of the eye connects to the optic nerve, humans have a so-called blind spot. It is home to the photo Bondurant, Mahmood.
Retina.
That's correct. Here's your bonus, 23. This novel is a sequel to Homecoming and a prequel to A Solitary Blue. The title character lives with her grandmother and 3 younger siblings after their mother abandoned them. Identify this Newbery-winning installment of the Tillerman cycle, written by Cynthia Voigt.
Dicey song.
I designate Holland.
Final answer, Dicey song.
That's correct. Toss-up, 24. If Z varies directly with the product of X and Y, then Z is said to vary jointly with X and Y. Thus, the equation for joint variation becomes Z equals KXY, where K is the constant of variation. If Z equals 24, X equals 2, and Y equals 3, what is the constant of variation? Bondurant, Mahmood.
4.
That's correct. Here's your bonus, 25. This ancient empire ruled most of the Middle East from Egypt to the Persian Gulf in the 7th century BC. What empire ended in 612 BC when the Medes attacked Nineveh?
Persian.
What did you ask me?
Persian.
I designate Ridhi.
Final answer, Persian.
Incorrect. South Laurel, 10.
Final answer, Syrian.
That is correct. Toss-up, 26. This percussion instrument became popular in orchestral music in the 1700s, also called kettle drums because of their size and shape. What, South Laurel, Jamie?
Timpani.
That's correct. Here's your bonus, 27. This colonial governor became Director General of all Dutch possessions in North America in 1646. He tried to rule in New Amsterdam with an iron hand, creating conflict with its residents. Name this Dutch governor who was forced to surrender the New Netherlands colony to the British in 1664.
Final answer, Stuyvesant.
That is correct. Toss-up 28. Two-word answer, please. Components involved in this process include the neural stimulus, which originally does not cause a response. It is often contrasted with the operant variety, which involves punishment. Bondurant, Mahmood.
Classical conditioning.
That's correct. Here's your bonus, 29. This man's short stories included The Boy Who Talked with Animals and The Hitchhiker. Mary Maloney murders her police detective husband with the leg of lamb in his story Lamb to the Slaughter. Who wrote of a suspected cyanide poisoning in The Landlady?
It's Roald Dahl.
Yeah. I designate Holland.
Final answer, Roald Dahl.
That's correct. Toss up 30. In right triangle CAT with a right angle at A, the tangent of angle C is 35. South Laurel, Will.
30.
Incorrect. I will continue. In right triangle CAT with a right angle at A, the tangent of angle C is 35 over 12. What is the tangent of angle T? Mahmood.
12 over 35.
That is correct. Here is your bonus, 31. This explorer and his companion were disappointed to learn that the Mississippi River did not flow into the Pacific Ocean. He was later named Royal Hydrographer of New France. Name this French explorer whose trip with a Jesuit priest ended where the Mississippi is joined by the Arkansas River.
LaSalle.
Okay. I designate Ridhi.
Final answer, LaSalle.
Incorrect. South Laurel, 10.
Final answer, Joliet.
That is correct.
Timeout,
Toss-up,
please.
32.
Timeout.
Timeout called, and that was
Bondurant.
Substitution
Timeout for Bondurant. I would like to sub in Kadin for Ridhi. Kadin, is your internet connection okay? Kadin, can you hear me? Kadin, I couldn't hear you. Could you repeat that?
My connection has been good.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Kadin is in the grid at least. There we go. We will check Kadin's buzzer and do a sound check. Go ahead and buzz in, Kadin. Bondurant, Kadin.
Hello?
All right, there we go. That's good. I heard you that time. All right. We are ready to continue then with toss-up number, I believe it's number 32 we're getting ready for. Toss-up 32. This kinsman of Prince Aeschylus dies of a stab wound inflicted by Tybalt. Identify this best friend of Romeo. South Laurel, Jamie.
Mercutio.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 33. Multiple answers required in the correct order. Pascal's triangle can be used for binomial expansions. If row 0 of Pascal's triangle consists of the number 1, row 1 consists of the numbers 1, 1, and row 2 consists of the numbers 1, 2, 1. What list of numbers would be found in row 5? Answer, please.
I designate Jamie.
1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, 1.
Incorrect. Bondurant, you have 10.
Did he count the first row as one row?
No, 0. 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1, right? Final answer,
Yeah.
1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1.
That is correct. Toss-up 34. In vascular plants, the heartwood is made from dead examples of this tissue. It is primary and secondary and composes the wood that gives trees structural support. Identify this tissue that when Bondurant, Mahmood.
Cork.
Incorrect. I will continue. It is primary and secondary and composes the wood that gives trees structural support. Identify South Laurel, Cash.
Bark.
Incorrect. The answer is xylem. Xylem. Toss up 35. In this painting, the main figure with a reddish hat and green toned skin holds Bondurant, Holland.
Automat.
Incorrect. I will continue. In this painting, the main figure with a reddish hat and green toned skin holds a handkerchief up to her face. Painted by Pablo Picasso, it was completed in 1937 and shows a theme of universal suffering. In what Cubist painting did Picasso draw a singular figure crying? South Laurel, Jamie.
The old guitarist.
Incorrect. It's the Weeping Woman. Toss up 36. Multiply the quantity 2x plus 3, closed quantity, times the quantity x minus 6, closed quantity. Bondurant, Varshith.
2x squared minus 3x minus 18.
Incorrect. South Laurel, Jamie.
2x squared minus 9x minus 18.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 37. This kind of phrase appears in the sentence, my favorite show, American Idol, has 3 Kentucky contestants this season. Identify the noun phrase that renames another noun beside it.
I designate Nikki.
Antecedent.
Judge?
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Bondurant, you have 10.
A positive phrase.
Okay. I designate Holland.
Final answer, a positive phrase.
That is correct. Toss up 38. The upper boundary of this atmospheric layer lies about 10 miles above Earth's surface. It is the densest layer and the one in which Mahmood.
Troposphere.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 39. This musical is based on a novel of the same name by Rick Riordan. What musical is about Percy Jackson, who realizes he is a demigod and goes on an epic quest to steal the namesake object from Zeus?
The lightning thief.
I designate Holland.
Final answer, the lightning thief.
That is correct. Here's toss-up 40. Some claim the damage to the face of this sculpture, one of Earth's largest, was caused by cannon Bondurant Mahmood.
Sphinx.
That is correct, and that is 40 questions. So 3 minutes begins now.
Hey, Bondurant, we're going to stay in the meat. We're not going to go over to our meat, okay? You guys want to see a high-level match? We're playing in one right now. Varshith, it's okay that you missed that math problem. It's okay. All right. I saw you like grabbing your hair. It's okay. All right. One day you're going to get old and you're going to lose that hair. You're going to want to keep it while you got it. So.
Yeah, for me as well. Like after the moderator talks, like I can see the thing moving, but I don't hear his voice for like a few seconds.
Is it lagging for you a little bit?
Yeah.
How you doing, Holland?
Oh yeah, same with Mahmood. Because it would show that he's talking, and then he would say correct, and then I would hear Mahmood's answer like 3 seconds later.
Maybe I'm fine. Maybe I should reload.
Reload real quick, Mahmood.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing well now. It was just while you're playing.
Yeah, wasn't it like calling like he talked, but then we saw his mouth moving, but like a few seconds later we heard his voice.
Yeah, because it would be like I would see it light up, and then he would say correct or incorrect, and then I would hear Mahmood's answer as during the bonus or during the toss-up.
Well, so that falls in the category of things we can't control, right? So you guys are doing great. Just keep playing. If you miss one, don't get down. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. All right? You're doing great.
Yeah, like that Mercutio one. Like I could see his mouth moving, but I didn't hear him for like a few seconds.
Yeah, it's okay.
Could I ask a question, Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
So are we allowed to designate after time? Like that's different than.
No, this is weird. Yeah, this rule I'm not been real clear on it this weekend. I've heard different judges say different things. Mr. Campbell, if they begin the designation, yes. So when they prompt, let's say the time runs out and you're getting a prompt from the moderator. Are you able to say after the prompt? Can you hear me?
The captain, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
The captain has to start the designation before the time expires.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. We were confused about that this weekend. We've heard different things, so thank you.
Okay. That's something that I was not clear on either. So thank you.
I wondered the same thing because that is not in the online rules for this year. It's not specified.
Yeah. You didn't specify that, and I heard multiple judges. Chris and I were actually talking about that earlier today. That we haven't. I've heard two different judges, two different people say that rule. So I didn't know if maybe KAC had like sent that down this weekend or what.
No, I haven't seen it.
Gotcha.
That's
Thank
the way
you.
we'll play in this match.
Okay, that's what we'll do then. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Holland, are you tired? Do you need a break? You need a sub for a few minutes?
I had an espresso shot sent to her DoorDash earlier, so she's good.
If you gave her about 10 questions off, imagine how good she'd be.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Caden, is your internet good?
Yeah, it's been pretty steady today.
Awesome. Excellent. If you have an issue, type it in the chat. Don't be scared to type in the chat, okay?
All right, Mr. Campbell, have you received any inquiries?
I have not.
All right. Got two excellent teams here. Now, I'm hearing that there's a little bit of lag, that some of you aren't able to hear me right on time. I'm hoping that that's not an issue on my end over here.
No, I was good.
Okay, because I would hate for something like that to mess anyone up. And I have a backup connection in case for some reason the one I'm on doesn't work. I can run over to the other one. So hopefully it'll be all right. All right, we're going to go ahead and check our buzzers again. By the way, are there any substitutions that need to be made on the board here?
No.
None for Bondurant.
Okay, very good. In that case, we're going to do a full buzzer check. We'll start with Bondurant this time. And we'll start with Bondurant Mahmood, Bondurant Holland, Bondurant Varshith. Is that correct? Or please
Yes, that's correct.
say her name again so I can, because I don't want to mispronounce your name. I think I have been.
Varshith.
Thanks. Thanks, Varshith. And Bondurant Kadin. And South Laurel, you can buzz in. We have South Laurel Jamie. South Laurel Will. South Laurel Nikki. And South Laurel Cash. All right. So I'm going to go off of back to the meet here briefly. And so are both teams ready to play? Thumbs up if you're ready to go. Okay. Good luck to both teams as let me project this here. There we go. Let's get started with toss up. Whoops. It thinks there's a bonus. Let me do it the right way here. All right. Now we got it. Let's start with toss up 1. This musician wrote both the music and lyrics to I've Got You Under My Skin and Night and Day. South Laurel Jamie.
Porter.
That's correct. Here's your bonus 2. This fictional ship surgeon becomes disgusted with humanity after meeting the enlightened Winims. Before that encounter, he journeys to the strange lands of Laputa, Brobdingnag, and Lilliput. Who is this title character of an adventure novel by Jonathan Swift?
I designate Nikki.
Final answer, Gulliver.
That is correct. Toss up 3. Ray AC bisects angle DAB. If the measure of angle DAC equals 46 degrees, what is the measure of angle DAB? South Laurel Jamie.
134.
Incorrect. I will continue. If the measure of angle DAC measures 46 degrees, what is the measure of angle DAB in degrees? Bondurant Varshith.
92.
That's correct. Here's your bonus 4. Specific types of this long-term process can include disruptive, stabilizing, and directional. It operates based on survival and reproductive fitness. Name this effect that drives evolution and was discussed in Darwin's On the Origin of Species.
Natural selection.
Yeah.
Final answer, natural selection.
That is correct. Toss-up 5. This nation was formed in 1932 with the unification of Najd and Hejaz. It was undeveloped until the discovery of large oil fields in 1933, with large-scale production beginning after World War II. What Arab nation contains about 1/5 of all the Earth's oil reserves? Bondurant, Mahmood.
Saudi Arabia.
That's correct. Here's your bonus 6. Simplify to the simplest form. 6 divided by radical 2.
3 radical 2.
Yeah.
Final answer 3 radical 2.
That's correct. Toss-up 7. This Native American group included the Comanche, who separated from them after obtaining horses from the Spanish. Different groups occupied territory from present-day southeastern California across Nevada and Utah into Idaho and western Wyoming. Name this group that included a woman who helped Lewis and Clark in their expedition. South Laurel will.
Shoshone.
That is correct. Here's your bonus 8. A body in this alliterative state will have dilated pupils and increased heart and breathing rates. Many hormones, including adrenaline, flood the body during this state of hyperarousal. What is this physiological response to acute stress which prepares an organism to escape or confront the perceived threat?
Final answer, fight or flight.
That is correct. Toss-up 9. This element of music is the timing of events on a human scale. What element is created through the regulated succession of strong and weak beats? Bondurant, Holland.
Rhythm.
That's correct. Here's your bonus 10. This combining form means many or much. What is this prefix found before colored, cultural, and task?
Multi.
Oh, yeah.
Multi.
I designate Holland.
Final answer, multi.
That is correct. Toss-up 11. Solve the following inequality. 10 minus 6 times the quantity x minus 2, closed quantity, is greater than or equal to negative x plus 2. That's time. X is less than or equal to 4. Toss-up 12. Spelling required. I was aghast at how rapidly the city's infrastructure disintegrated. Spell the word from the preceding sentence that means broke down. Bondurant, Mahmood.
Distingered.
Incorrect. That's time. It's distingered. Toss-up 13. Though bats typically are not blind, they do rely heavily on this process. South Laurel, Cash.
Echolocation.
That is correct. Here's your bonus 14. This American dancer, once the wife of George Balanchine, appeared as the Sugar Plum Fairy in a 1954 production of The Nutcracker. Who was the first ever Native American prima ballerina?
Final answer, Tall Chief.
That's correct. Toss-up 15. Suppose that you can read 200 words a minute. At this rate, how many words would you be able to read in 1 hour? Bondurant, Mahmood.
1,200.
Incorrect. South Laurel, Jamie.
12,000.
That's correct. Here's your bonus 16. One tall tale says this Tennessee-born man weighed 200 pounds at birth. He supposedly befriended a bear he named Death Hug and married Sally Ann Thunder Ann Whirlwind. Name this tall tale man whose real-life counterpart was a congressman who died at the Alamo.
I designate Nikki.
Final answer, Davy Crockett.
That is correct. Toss-up 17. This process begins when a business buys goods directly from a farm or factory. The business then repacks and distributes the goods into smaller lots to sell to stores. Identify this companion of retail. Bondurant, Mahmood.
Sale.
Please repeat.
Sale.
Incorrect. South Laurel, Will.
Reproducing.
Incorrect. The answer is wholesale. Wholesale. Toss-up 18. This machine has a drill that it can use to collect core samples. The machine was designed to see if it can produce oxygen in the atmosphere while searching for possible life. Identify this NASA rover that on February 18th, 2021, landed on Mars. Bondurant, Varshith.
Perseverance.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 19. Chopin's compositions were mostly created for this instrument. What instrument was featured in John Cage's 4 minutes, 33 seconds?
Piano.
Final answer, piano.
That is correct. Toss-up 20. This state's southernmost area is sometimes called Little Egypt. Politically, this neighbor of Kentucky is divided into Cook County and downstate, which includes all the rest of the state. South Laurel, Will.
Illinois.
That's correct. Here's your bonus, 21. John Milton's Lycidas is a pastoral example of this type of poem. Shelley's Adonais is one as well, as is a work Thomas Gray wrote in a country churchyard. Give the word for a poem that memorializes someone who has died.
Requiem. No, it's not Requiem. I don't know. Elegy? Yeah.
I designate Nikki.
Final answer, elegy.
That is correct. Toss-up 22. The simplest of these structures are made with voussoirs. The OG version of these structures were used in the flamboyant style of medieval architecture. What are these structures? Bondurant, Holland.
Buttress.
Incorrect. I will continue. What are these structures created by the Romans which contain a keystone at their apex? South Laurel, Jamie.
Arch.
That's correct. Here's your bonus, 23. Two crucial examples of these fatty acids are EPA and DHA. They lower blood cholesterol levels and can have anti-inflammatory properties. Identify this fish oil whose name combines the final Greek letter with a number.
I designate Jamie.
Omega-3, final answer.
That is correct. Toss-up 24. The sum of two consecutive integers is 13. What is the product of these two integers? Bondurant, Mahmood.
42.
That's correct. Here's your bonus, 25. This silversmith and painter developed a writing system for his native language that was known as the Talking Leaves. What Native American chief developed a writing system for the Cherokee language in the 1820s?
Is it Sequoia?
Chief Joseph? Oh, yeah,
I
you're
designate
right.
Kate.
Sequoia. Sequoia, final answer?
That is correct. Toss-up 26. The weight of an object on Earth varies directly as the weight of the same object on the moon. A 200-pound object on Earth would weigh 32 pounds on the moon. How much would an 80-pound object on Earth weigh in pounds on the moon? That's time. It's 12.8 pounds. Toss-up 27. This Union general was skillful at organizing and training his Union forces. He was removed from command when he repeatedly failed to press South Laurel, Will.
McClellan.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 28. The Parthenon in Athens was built in this order of Greek architecture. This order's friezes contain metopes and triglyphs. What is the earliest and simplest order of Greek architecture known for its plain column capitals?
I designate Jamie.
Final answer.
That is correct. Toss-up 29. These bacteria can help their hosts produce vitamin K2, but some varieties can cause food poisoning. These disease-causing varieties have caused food recalls of products like meat and Bondurant, Mahmood.
Salmonella?
Incorrect. I will continue. Those disease-causing varieties have caused food recalls of products like meat and produce. What is this broad group of bacteria commonly found in food and animal intestines? South Laurel, Will.
E. coli.
That's correct. Here's your bonus, 30. It's not an asterisk, but this punctuation can replace unknown or intentionally omitted letters. When paired, there are an alternative to parentheses for setting off certain parts of a sentence. Name this punctuation mark that looks like a long hyphen.
Final answer, dash.
That's correct. Toss-up 31. In this painting, two women are dining in a restaurant. It is believed that this painting, South Laurel, Nikki.
Nighthawk.
Incorrect. I will continue. It is believed that this painting was based on a restaurant that Hopper and his wife frequented. What painting by Edward Hopper shares a title with a dish common to Chinese restaurants? Bondurant, Holland.
Chop suey.
That's correct. Here's your bonus, 32. Two-word answer required. When you multiply an absolute value function by a number between 0 and 1, this type of transformation happens to the parent function. The equation y equals 1/2 times the absolute value of x is what type of transformation?
Vertical stretch.
Compression, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, but it's 0 and 1. Final answer, compression.
Incorrect. South Laurel, you have 10.
Final answer, stretch.
Incorrect. The two-word answer that we were looking for was vertical compression. Toss-up 33. For most substances, the value of this measurement ranges from 0 to 14. Under this measurement, South Laurel will. South Laurel will.
Acid level.
Incorrect. I will continue. Under this measurement, pure water has a value of 7. What measurement is used to decide whether a substance is an acid or a base? Bondurant, Mahmood.
pH.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 34. In modern Greek, this food's name means cheese slice. What is the name for a soft, white Greek cheese made from goat's or sheep's milk?
Is it Gouda?
I don't know. Yeah, try that.
Final answer, Gouda cheese.
Incorrect. South Laurel, you have 10.
Feta.
I designate Jamie.
Feta.
That is correct. Toss-up 35. Together, these three acts passed under the Articles of Confederation. South Laurel will.
Northwest Ordinances.
Please repeat.
Northwest Ordinances.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 36. What is the sum of the first 100 positive consecutive integers?
500. 500. Final answer, 500.
Incorrect. Bondurant, you have 10.
5,050. Yep. Final answer, 5,050.
That is correct. Toss-up 37. A Night in Tunisia, Take 5, In the Mood, and Freddie Freeloader are popular songs from this genre. Ella Fitzgerald is often called the queen of this. Bondurant, Holland.
Scat.
Bondurant, Holland.
Scat.
That's incorrect. That's incorrect. I'll continue. Ella Fitzgerald is often called the queen of this American style of music. To what genre of music do the artists Miles Davis, Benny Goodman, and Dizzy Gillespie belong? South Laurel, Jamie. South Laurel, Jamie.
Bebop.
Please repeat.
Bebop.
Incorrect.
Bebop.
That's incorrect. The answer is jazz. Jazz. Toss-up 38. Two of the best-known examples of this kind of deposit are at the mouths of the Nile and the Mississippi. South Laurel will.
Delta.
That's correct. Here's your bonus, 39. Give the following sentences complete subject. The zoo's rambunctious monkeys frighten my little sister.
I designate Nikki.
Final answer, the zoo's rambunctious monkeys.
Judge?
Correct.
That is correct. And bonus, toss-up 40, the last. This stage of plant life is typically diploid and multicellular. What is this life stage seen in plants that have an alternation of generations life cycle, which is contrasted with Ballard Mahmood?
Sporophyte.
That is correct. And that is 40 questions. So 3 minutes for inquiries.
Good job, Jamie.
Bondurant, you did an awesome job, guys. That was great. Great job. South Laurel, amazing work.
Thanks, Robbie. Thanks, Robbie. I know if we play 10 times, you're probably going to win 5. We're going to win 5.
Yeah. Congratulations. You guys deserve it. You're an amazing team. Excellent work.
Thanks, Robbie. Hey, Bondurant, it was a pleasure playing you guys. You guys are hands down the best team we played this year.
Same here. Absolutely. Same here.
Thank you, guys.
Moderator and judge, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. I know you guys have given a lot of time over the weekend.
Thank you for making it possible. You all made this a lot of fun this evening.
Well,
Excellently played.
We appreciate it quite a bit. So, hey, Bondurant, we're going to go over to our Google Meet, okay? Thank you, guys. Congratulations again, South Laurel. Congrats.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well done, Jeremy.
Thank you, Victor.
That was really a barn burner. Thanks for
letting me see that. I mean, nobody really got ahead, and it was a 1-point game until the very end there. So, yeah. And A lot of fun, and those players were answering so fast. I was losing my breath there. You know, it was.
I saw you at one point. Looked like you're in need of a glass of water and maybe some oxygen.
Yeah, I'll go home and collapse on the couch tonight, I think.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Yeah, thank you, Victor.
Hope to see you this fall.
Yeah, thanks.
You bet.
I think Steve already left as well.
Hey, Jeremy, I've already updated the website.
Okay, thank you. And that sounds like Rodney.
That it is.
Hey, I didn't know Rodney was listening in here.
Yeah,
Very
yeah, I
good.
stayed the whole time.
All right. Well, at least we got some. I got somebody in the same time zone as I am over here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We'll see you on Friday then.
Yes. We are
Yeah,
set
very
and
good.
ready to go.
Okay. I think Mr. Campbell already turned in the score there.
Yep, I've already got it entered, and I'm just waiting on the consolation match.
Okay, very good. I mean, that was quite a game. I mean,
wow.
Two excellent teams. Look at that. That's.
I actually had a
makes-
bet with John Bennett going on, and I won.
You know, those close matches like that, they make me nervous because I'm afraid that I'm going to mess up and, mess up the game there. But
Oh, no, you did great. You did great.
That's the first time I moderated a state championship like that. Yeah, that was a lot
You
of
did
fun.
a fantastic job. Fantastic.
Thanks. It was a lot of fun. Good tournament this weekend, too.
Yes, it was.
I got to stay in my own house, sleep in my own bed at night, and
right.
A little bit different than what we're used to.
Although there were a couple of overnights with FPS, but that was bound to happen.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go check on the other room, and I will see you on Friday.
All right. See you Friday, Rodney. Thanks again.
All right.